Welcome to Patty's Aquatics. My name is Adam and welcome to the backyard. Now, if you didn't see last week's video, I explained that I'm going to start incorporating more of my other hobbies into this channel, and that more specifically is my bonsai passion that I have just started. I want to show you guys today really the different bonsais that I have, a few of the projects I have in store, and some of the fun things that I'm going to be doing with it, and really show you my passion that I have for these. I feel like they're almost the same as the passion I have for fish keeping, and I think they're equally as great. One thing I do want to note, like I said in another video, I am greener than green when it comes to this, so I am just learning. There's so much more I have to learn with it, and I just want to show really my journey. I want to document my journey with keeping these things, and be great if there's people out there who do these bonsais that have a lot more information, and maybe you can chime in and let me know if I'm doing something right or doing something wrong. But either way, I just want to share with you guys what I'm doing. So let's turn the camera around and I want to show you some of the trees that I do have. All right, so these are some of the trees I have. Now this is a ficus that I got about a year ago. I had kept it pretty much exclusively inside until this summer, and I finally brought it outside. I repotted it this spring. It was in a smaller container and it's doing pretty good out here. You can see I've got some new growth. I'm really liking this tree. I would love it if it was like 3 times as big, but that's the one thing with this hobby I learned is patience really is a virtue. Patience is something that I usually don't have, but it's really something I'm starting to acquire, because it truthfully can take years upon years to really get to a point where your tree is going to be good enough to look decent to be in a bonsai pot. Now this tree itself could probably not even be in a bonsai pot right now. It still could be trying to grow out more to get a thicker trunk, but I'm okay with what this one looks like right now. And it was my first one, and it's a beginner, and it's really what I'm learning from. I also have a bonsai soil in here. This is just straight up bonsai soil that I got from a local garden center. So water drains a lot quicker through here than some with just soil, which is a good thing. You want to have constant water flow through your trees in order for them to survive. Now this one is a juniper. I got this one just about a week ago. This one's really cool too. It's already been worked with to get this, probably had some wiring done at some point to have this curve at the top. I've always wanted one that's going to look like a little Christmas tree like you would see in the movie Karate Kid, which kind of made bonsais famous for me. Underneath here, this is like decorative stone. It appears that it's just soil underneath from when I checked it. They have some kind of, you know, that spray of rubbery mulch stuff that you can spray on your mulch to keep it together. I feel like that's what's on these pebbles. So I might remove this and add some of this stuff on top of it, but we'll see. But I really love this little bonsai as well. It's really eye-catching, and it's something that I really love. And once this starts to grow more, obviously I can start to trim it, but this year I think I'm just going to let it go. Now let's talk about my seedlings. Now, I grew these all from seeds, some doing better than others. I got them from a seed kit that my wife got me over Christmas, and the first one that actually came up was this one here. This is the I think this is the Jarkanda. I can't pronounce it. I will put the link underneath. Now this one was growing great, but when I transplanted them, one, it went through transplant shock, and then two, when I first put them outside is when we had a cold spell, and it really, the highs were in the 50s, and these are tropical plants, these two. They didn't like that, so all the branches fell off of this one, but it's still alive because as you can see, I still have new growth. It started on top. I have another one starting. So this should hopefully continue to grow this summer and get a little better and stronger, which is hopeful. This one, I believe, will have, if it matures enough, can get like a purpley flower to this tree, which is very cool looking. I'm really excited to hopefully continue to nurture this thing to get that. Now, this is the poinsettia. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Again, I will put the name under here. This one has just gone nuts growing. Since the second it sprouted, till now. It just keeps growing these really cool leaves to it, and it's continuing to grow. Now this thing can get like a red color flower on it. Again, this is a tropical tree, so these two and my ficus I'll have to bring inside in the winter because they can't stay out here during my cold winters. So I'm really excited to really nurture again this one too as well and see what I can do with it. And then potentially, I'm still learning this part about the wiring part where you want to shape your trees. I'm thinking that probably will be more next year, but we'll see with these seedlings. And then this one is a Rocky Mountain pine, which is again starting to come in real good. It's not growing very tall yet, which is okay. Now I had 3 of these seedlings survive. I had planted them all together when I transplanted them. Unfortunately, 2 of them didn't make it. My idea with this was when I had the 3, I was gonna try to intercross them to make a cool little tree, but that's right. As long as this one's going, you know, you got all the little pine stuff growing in the center of it. It's doing really good. And I'm really excited to see how that goes. Now I'm putting these guys, I babied these seedlings in the beginning. I was keeping them in partial shade. You know, I was making sure I did the watering. I had a little 5-gallon tank that I was putting over the top of them at night when my nighttime temperatures were like in the mid 50s, to try to keep everything as warm and protected as I can. But now that we're in full blown summer, really letting these things go now, just making sure that they're watered good. And I have an umbrella up right now for the shade, but for me, for filming, otherwise I put that umbrella down now and they can take that full sun. So these are the ones that I have here, but I have a few other projects over by my pond I want to show you. So let's take a walk down there. My whole area here is just really starting to take off with this humid weather we've had. So first off, this is a chestnut tree. I found it under the steps of my deck, and as you can see from the stem of it, it's more than a year old. I must have cut that off last year instead of digging it out, and I pulled it out and I put it in this planter. Now that's one thing you're going to see coming here more in the future, is I'm going to put some more plants in these pond baskets, because there's a lot more aeration for the roots and really helps the plants. So I got that in here. It's a mix of potting soil and my bonsai soil. So I'm growing that one out in there. And then here I have a red maple. I got that from the front of my parents' yard. Again, this thing is not just sprouted this year. It must have been from last year and they sprouted back off. So it's got a cool little curve to a trunk. So I'm gonna let this thing grow this year. I might put this in a pond basket yet, because later today I'm going to be heading over to a local landscaping place and go try to get some pond baskets, some soil, and I'm going to look for some more plants as well that I can grow to make some bonsais out of, because that's the fun of it too. You don't have to just buy a bonsai tree from a local store. You can go pretty much, because bonsais, you don't grow bonsais. Bonsais are regular trees or bushes that you turn into bonsais. And that's the whole beauty of it and fun of it. It's, like I said, it relates a lot to the fish hobby, how addictive it is and how I want to do things, find things, easier ways to do it, and just really be successful and watch things grow. Now, one other project I want to show you guys, which I may undertake this weekend yet, but I also might wait to spring. I haven't really 100% decided, is, do you ever find like a little tree or bush in your backyard that you didn't plant but just grew? Well, that's what I got here in my little weed of my brick and area here that I store things. This is a mulberry tree. Now, the last 5 years, I have been cutting this thing down and just been lazy and not digging it up. Well, I think that was all for a reason, because I got a cool little stump down there. And guess what? I can dig that up and I can make that a bonsai tree. So that's what I'm going to do with this tree. Like I said, I haven't decided yet exactly when I want to do it. I was thinking about doing it this weekend, but we are in the middle of summer. But I think it would still be okay. But worst comes to worst, I'll wait till spring and do it. But that's another project. So like I said, that's the beauty of bonsai, is to be able to find anything tree or bush-wise that you could turn into a bonsai. Like this whole area over here, my burning bush that I have back here, it's monstrous. I told the wife I wanted to take this whole area up for my bonsais next year. I wanted to put some shelving units up, and I wanted to make this the area, but she doesn't want to get rid of that burning bush. I said, well, hey, you don't have to get rid of it. I'll dig it up and I'll turn it into a bonsai. She's not sold on it yet, so we'll see on that. But I'm going to trim this thing down big time otherwise, and this still will be my area around my pond that I'm going to put my bonsais next year, because I need a little dedicated area. So that is the plan. This is kind of like the little overview of my bonsais overlooking the pond, and that's what I love about it. They're kind of interconnected. I can put bonsais all around my tubs here and really showcase just how cool looking they are, along with all my other plants in the backyard here. And I do plan on showing you some things inside the house too. I have a couple house plants that I've been working with that I've really been starting to enjoy. But like I said, these are my pride and joy here when it comes to my outdoor work. Every day I come home from work, I wake up in the morning, I come and I check my plants. I come check for growth. And like I said, the similarities between this and the fish keeping hobby is very parallel. I do the same thing with my fish, always checking for plant growth, checking to make sure my fish are eating and my fish are okay. It's the same thing with this, always checking my plants. Do they need to get watered? Is it too windy? Is it going to storm? Do I have new growth? It's a cool hobby, and like that's why I want to share it with you guys, because I think if you're not into it, you might be into it then, because it is a cool little thing to do, and it's very relaxing, and it really teaches you some patience, especially for someone like myself that doesn't have much. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy the new direction that this channel is going to go, and with that being said, Patty's Aquatics will now be fish, bonsai, and nature all in one. Bringing nature into your home, one hobby at a time. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I hope to see you again next time here at Patty's Aquatics.